Good day, grade 10 students. So now we are going to start our first lesson in our third unit in Mathematics 10. So our unit 3 will be all about circles. So first, let us define what is a circle or review natin ano nga ba yung definition ng circle. So by definition, a circle is a set of all points in a plane that are the same distance from a fixed point called the center. So syempre, ang circle natin, meron siyang center na tinatawag. And we also have the radius. So when we say a radius, by definition, the radius of a circle is a segment whose endpoints are the center of the circle and a point on the circle. So later, we are going to illustrate nasan nga bang part yung center and nasaan or anong itsura ng radius or ng radii. And we also have a central angle. So a central angle is an angle formed by any two different radii of a circle. So do not be confused with the radius and radii. So ang radius po ay singular form, whereas ang radii po ay ang plural form ng radius. Then for our illustration, so suppose we have here this circle. Then we have here two segments. And those segments, of course, or those points have their name. And we can call this circle as circle B. So how do we name nga ba a circle? So a circle is named by the point or the name of the point on the center of the circle. So in this given illustration, so ang point or yung point natin sa gitna ng ating circle is B. So that is why the name of this circle is circle B. And then we also have here the radius or two radii of the circle. Ayan. So yung dalawang segments po natin, we have segment AB and segment BC. So I do hope na tanda pa po natin kung paano mag-name ng segment. So ang name lang po ng segment ay yung endpoints ng segment. So halimbawa, we have here AB, segment AB. So ang points niya po, or endpoints niya ay yung a point on the circle, and then yung ating center point or yung center ng ating circle. So again, our radii here in our given illustration are AB and BC. But aside from radii, we also have the central angle. So kanina binanggit natin yung definition ng central angle. So ang central angle natin ay an angle wherein the vertex is the center of the circle. So lagi po natin tatandaan from the word center or central, nasa gitna po lagi yung vertex ng ating central angle. So for this illustration, our central angle here is angle ABC. So yung B natin, again, siya yung center point and siya yung ating vertex of the given angle. Next, other terms na dapat alam po natin sa circles or other parts ng circle, we have here an arc. So an arc is a portion of a circle that consists of two endpoints and all the points on the circle between these points. And we also have different kinds of arcs. So we have here first a semicircle. So kapag sinabi po natin semicircle, by definition, it is an arc whose endpoints are the endpoints of a diameter. So ano nga ba ulit ang diameter? So it is a segment wherein yung kanyang endpoints ay points on the circle and then dumaan po siya dun sa ating center point. So later we're going to see or illustrate yung diameter and a semicircle as well. Then we also, illustration natin. So same circle pa rin tayo, we have circle B. And then this one is a diameter. So paano natin nasabi na siya ay isang diameter? Kasi po, it is a segment. Ang kanyang endpoints na A at C ay nasa circle. And yung dumaan po siya sa center natin, which is yung B. So again, any line na dumaan po sa center natin is a diameter of the given circle. And we can say here that arc AC is a semicircle. Ito po. So how do we name an arc? So we are going to name the arc based on its endpoint. So for example, just for an example, Ang arc natin here is from yung point A, iikot siya papunta dun sa point C. So ibig sabihin ito po ay arc AC, and we can also say that this other one is arc AC. So this is just for an example, pero we have different way po pa din on how we are going to name an arc. So again, ang semicircle po natin, ang kanya pong ang palatandaan natin for a semicircle, so this is like a protractor po, or half po siya ng circle. Next, aside from semicircle, we also have a minor arc. And a minor arc is an arc which is less than a semicircle. And aside from minor arc, we also have the major arc. So by definition, a major arc is an arc which is more than a semicircle. So for an illustration, so we're going to use the same circle, circle P. And then we also have the diameter, and the radii. Ayan. So in this given illustration, we can say that arc ADC is a semicircle. So tingnan po natin, from arc or point A, papunta po sa D, then papunta po sa C. So yun po yung ating pag-name ng semicircle and ng major arc. So a major arc is named using 3 circles. So bakit po hindi po pwedeng arc AC na lang? Kasi ang AC, pwedeng yung nasa baba, then pwede rin po yung nasa taas. Kaya po, ang ating semicircle, ang ating major arc ay ginagamitan po natin ng 3 letters. Same po with the semicircle. So yung kanina po is just an example po or illustration kung anong itsura ng semicircle lang. So for this time, we have arc ADC. So paano natin nalaman na ang ikot po ay papaganito sa taas? Kasi nga po from A to D to C. So paano kapag binaligtad po natin CDA, arc CDA. So parehas pa din po siya as long as hindi po mababago yung nasa gitna. So ADC, arc ADC is the same with arc CDA. And that is still an example of a semicircle. Next, let's have an example of a minor arc. So let's have here arc AE. So ang sabi po kanina, a minor arc is less than a semicircle. So dapat po ay hindi siya lalagpas sa isang semicircle. So we have here arc AE, AE, or we can also name it as arc EA. Okay lang po yun. So it is a minor arc. So other example of minor arc, we have arc ED, this one, arc ED. And then we also have, or we can also name it as arc DE. Then another example of a minor arc, we also have arc DC, this one po. Arc DC or arc CD, so parehas lang po sila. And then for the major arc, so an example of a major arc here is arc ACD. So pag major arc po ay isang semicircle plus isang minor arc, kumbaga po. So arc ACD is an example of a major arc, ACD. Then we can also have arc ACE, ayan yung dulo. So major arc pa din po siya, basta lumagpas po siya ng isang semicircle. Okay, so those are the different terms that we need to know in circles. Next naman po ay we are going to have the relationship of the measures of the arc to its corresponding angle. So using the same illustration or the same circle, ito po yung kanina ginamit natin. So arc AC, remember that arc AEC is a semicircle. So its measure is 180 degrees. So AEC is a semicircle, and alam naman po nating lahat na ang measure ng isang buong circle ay 360 degrees. So ibig sabihin po, ang measurement ng kalahati ng circle ay kalahati ng 360, which is equivalent to 180 degrees. So arc AC or arc ADC, ang measurement niya po ay 180 degrees. So do not forget that one po. And we also have the degree measure of a minor arc is the same as the degree measure of its corresponding central angle. So ito po ay sa central, it only applies po sa central angle. So remember that kasi yun pa lang naman po meron tayo. Okay, so let's have here, angle ABE is the corresponding angle of arc AE. So we have here arc AE. So ang corresponding angle daw po niya ay angle ABE. So how do we determine the corresponding angle of an arc? So check lang po natin kung ano yung angle na katapat ng arc na yon. So ito yung AE, and then ito yung kumbaga yung kanyang radii or yung kanyang legs. So ano yung angle na naandun sa loob ng legs na yon? So angle ABE. Or we can also check din po yung endpoints noong angle. Halimbawa po yung angle ABE. So ibig sabihin po ang kanyang arc or corresponding arc is arc AE kasi yun po yung endpoints ng ating kumbaga ng angle. And so for example, we have here the measure of arc AE is 80 degrees. So ano kaya yung magiging measurement ng angle ABE? So earlier, we have mentioned na ang measure po ng arc ay kaparehas lamang po ng measure ng kanyang corresponding central angle. So ibig sabihin po, if arc AE is equal to 80 degrees, then the measure of our angle ABE is also 80 degrees. So this applies to all central angles. Again po, ito po ay para sa central angles lamang po. Then the degree measure of a major arc is 360 degrees minus the degree measure of its corresponding minor arc. So kumbaga ay ayan po. So for example, we have here arc ED is 80 degrees. Then arc EAD is equal to 280 degrees. So ito po yung major arc natin, arc EAD. So ito po yung hahanapin. And ang given po natin is arc ED is equal to 80 degrees daw po. So again po, we all know that the measure of a circle is 360 degrees. That's why, para po makuha yung ating arc EAD, subtract lang po natin yung 80 from 360 degrees. So 360 minus 80, it will give us an answer of 280 degrees. So all in all, the measurement of arc EAD is equal to 280 degrees. So that is all about the first lesson of our circles. So those are the terms and the relationship of those terms to the measurement ng ating lesson. So if you have any other questions or clarifications regarding this lesson, so do not hesitate po to message your subject teacher. So God bless, good day, great students, and keep safe.